Come on, come on, come on. You supposed to know this. Yes, 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 yes. To be young, gifted, and black. Donny Hathaway, come on. Woo! What's going on, Brother Mel Chris? Yes, I'm just calling the saints together. Y'all know how we do it every week. I'm calling the saints together. The lesson this week has to do with knowledge and the power of knowledge, the importance of knowledge. What's up, Olufumi? Yes. Yes. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being here. Listen, come on, Donny Hathaway, come on. Hey. Woo. The power of knowledge, people. Woo. The importance of knowledge. The way knowledge saves your life or makes you pay a lifetime. Woo. Akabundu, I see you. Yes, my great son. I love you, man. Thank y'all for being on here with me. Yes. Yes. Mr. Lagana, I see you. Yep. Come on, fam. Yes. Appreciate y'all being here. Yes. Ife Tayo, one of the most no. Appreciate you. Yes, Sharon, my good sister. How you doing, ma'am? Yes. Ebony, what's going on? What's going on? Appreciate y'all coming in and sharing this time with me. Yes. We got something to say today. The importance of knowledge. Do you know our people died literally just for the chance to acquire knowledge? They knew that there was something about knowledge, something about information, something about the ability to synthesize variables that could set a person free. Teresa Smalls, come on, hold down Memphis. Yes. Y'all, this serious though. This serious. Our folks started gathering knowledge during the Middle Passage. They started sharing languages. They started sharing traditions. They knew that knowing things in this new world was going to be the key to their survival. That's right, Lepsia. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They knew this. They knew this. They understood this. Trenton Bailey, I see you, a great scholar. Yes. Ooh, knowledge. That's why I'm in my library tonight. Yes, y'all see a few little books behind me. I got a few behind me. This is so fun. Darius Paul, stay right where you are. Darius Paul, get your lesson. Yes, sir. Oso B.A., my nephew. Yes, I love you, man. Absolutely. Hey, Omisha. Yes. Niece there. Absolutely. Thank y'all. Come on, family. Just gather. From the north, the south, the east, the west. Come, people, come. Black, white, Asian, Native American, any folk on this planet, you are welcome. This is your place. This is your time. You know, I sent out a call this week for Proverbs from anybody all over the country. Woo! You wait till you see what some folks have turned in. It's really just mind-boggling. It's literally mind-boggling. So again, tonight we're featuring knowledge. Yes. Umi Jala, I see you. Yes. Thank you. Come on, y'all. The beauty of knowledge, the power of knowledge. Yes. The ability to see the importance of reading. Yes, Uizeye, absolutely. Yes, thank you all so much. Thank you. We're just gathering right now. The ritual's gonna start in a minute. Right now, we're gathering. Donny Hathaway is talking to us and just telling us about this, if you will, this triptych, right, of being young, gifted, black, older, gifted, black, gifted, alive, black. Come on, somebody. Hey, Lorraine, what's happening? Umi Ma'u, one of the great women warriors in this age. We appreciate her. We love her. We appreciate her for who she is. Kyle Stevenson, I see you. Absolutely. Come on, y'all. I love you. Thank y'all for being here with me. Come on. Join me in it. Yes. Knowledge, the power of knowledge. I'm wearing the color of Obatala today. Hey, listen. Woo, that almost took me out. Obatala sits here with me right now in this moment. Yes, governing the head. The crown. Listen. Chakra. Come on, stay with me. Aisha, yes. Aisha Bird, how you doing? What's going on, Bird? Yes. Balaji, what's going on? Great, man. I love you. I love you. I thank y'all for being here with me. Yes, 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 yes. Mr. Ubongo, my great son in New York City. Ajani Nafala, one of the great Jali on this planet. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Ubongo, you're amazing. You're amazing. You just got married recently. A great man. Great, great, great man. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Keep on gathering, black people. We're doing great. We're doing great. And I'm going to start up here in just a minute. Start up in here in just a minute. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. We're in the place, this library, because, you know, there are people, y'all, who literally, and I mean literally, who died, who gave their lives for the possibility of knowledge. Oh, my God. They dreamed that we, their children, would be readers, would be repositories of information. And not just information, right? But synthesis and evaluation. Hey, Tammy Grimes, what's going on? The ability to take knowledge and to transmute it into one's living, into transformation. So that knowledge becomes a means whereby you know yourself better. Knowledge becomes a means whereby you understand God better. Knowledge becomes a means whereby you respect other people, whereby humans become even more humans, where humans start walking around in their divinity. Knowledge, 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 knowledge. The importance of knowledge. And Thomas, I see you. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely, absolutely. We're just gathering right now. We're just gathering right now. Yes, G. Bareilly, I see you. One of the greatest brothers on the planet Earth, G. Bareilly Olamoroti. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, I love you all. Love you all so much. Y'all are awesome. You're powerful and you're mighty. Thank y'all for being so great. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And y'all know what I just realized? I think I started early, didn't I? This is supposed to be 6:30, I think. Yes, this is supposed to be 6:30, and it's 6 o'clock, right? And so I started early, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Y'all just hang with me. Just hang with me. Just hang with me. Yes, hang with me. The importance of knowledge, right? The importance of knowledge. The beauty of knowledge. Woo. What does knowledge mean? Oh, God, help me today. Help me today. Ooh, yes. Wagasi, I see you. I see you and I love you. Courtney Terry, I see you and I love you. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you all for being here. And again, I'm clear now. I'm clear now. I got excited tonight, which I always am, right? And I started just a little soon, but that's okay. Cindy, I was hoping you'd be in here. Thank you for being here. Victoria, I see you. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. You all are awesome. Y'all are beautiful and you are wonderful. What does knowledge do? This is not the lesson. This is not the lesson. I'm just talking to those who came here a little early, whose spirit sent you. Yes. Whose spirit sent you just a little early, right? That means I'm going to feed you, and I want to feed you, and I want to feed me as I'm feeding you. Lanice Littleton, I see you. I see you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what knowledge does? One of the things that knowledge does? Knowledge keeps you from ever believing that somebody else's life is worth more than your own. Knowledge keeps you from believing that there is somebody else walking around on this planet whose life is worth your own. Because the first order of knowledge is self-knowledge. Self-knowledge. And self-knowledge asks you really one question. Who are you? Listen to me. Who are you? Who are you? I didn't say what is your name. That's your identifier. Golly. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? My God. What are you made of? What are you made of? Keone, I see you. Absolutely. Kyle Stevenson, I see you. What are you made of? Whom do you come from? Who sent you? You know, I'm an old country boy, right? And down in the country, folks would not identify you by your name. They would identify you by the folks to whom you are connected. I'd go to a little general store, right? We had a little general store called Smurl's Grocery Store. And I'd get to the store, and I'd walk in, and no one would ever say my name, right? Everybody called me Danny as a kid. They would never say that. They would say, oh, that's Stella's grand boy. Come on, somebody, you got to get this. You got to get this. You got to get this. They'd say, oh, that's Harold's baby boy. Oh, God. You got to understand what people were doing, though. What were black people doing? They were actually not just saying something to me. They were teaching me something. They were saying that if you understand your own legacy, right, you are bigger than yourself. Woo! Listen, let me slow down because somebody's going to be mad at me because I started early. But somebody stay with me. Stay with me. They would say, oh, that's Harold's boy. But why? Because they knew Harold. God help me tonight. They knew my father. They knew his legacy. They knew his work ethic. They knew his standard of excellence. They knew that if he said something, that's what was going to be done. Yes, Mother Iyabode, they knew that. They knew that. They knew that my father could plow the land. They knew that. They knew that. They got that. They got that. They understood that my father was not a thief. They knew that. And what they were doing was telling me that if I was in that legacy, if that was the stream of water from which I had been dipped, then they knew what to expect of me. Ooh, somebody is going to get this. Somebody is going to get this. This, you know what's deep? This is really the pre-lesson tonight. Come on, somebody, stay with me. This is the pre-lesson. I'd go around with my great-grandmother. My great-grandmother lived in 1894. Her name was Stella Virginia Swinton. Everybody called her Miss Stella. And I'd go to the store. I'd go around visiting. And people would say, hey, ain't you Stella's grand boy? And I'd say, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And I'd get all kinds of things. Not because I was excellent. I see you, Joe Kai. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm just doing the warm-up. This is just the warm-up. Not because I was excellent, but because they knew something about my grandmother, right? And in knowing my grandmother, what they knew is that I come from excellence. Y'all got to get this. Ooh-wee. There was a woman, every time I'd see her at church, she would say, oh, you Stella's boy. And she would just get so excited, and she'd just smile, and she'd just beam, and she'd gleam. She'd, oh, that's Stella's boy, right? Because what she was saying was, my grandmother had poured into a vessel. Oh, God. Woo! And if that vessel understands itself, if that vessel understands who it is and where it comes from, that vessel ought to know that you have nothing but a legacy of excellence. Right? Come on, somebody. That vessel ought to know. So see, I could never steal. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't curse at an elder. I could not do that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. And the reason I couldn't do that is because my grandmother's legacy was on the line. Lord have mercy. Help me, oh God, tonight. Help me. My grandmother's legacy was on the line. Now, I'm going to tell you now, hey, Corey, I wasn't so deep that I was protecting my grandmother's legacy and I understood this at the time. No, no, no. My grandmother told me, don't you leave this house showing your ass. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get it. She was protecting what she had spent a lifetime building. Ooh. She was protecting what she had spent a lifetime building. And she told me that I did not have the right. I did not have the right to destroy it. So you act like you got some sense. See, there were all these phrases, right, that rural country people, these one generation removed Africans, right? Y'all, right. Y'all stay with me. There were all these phrases they use. My folk would say, act like you got some sense, right? And I knew what that meant. Don't leave here showing your behind. I knew what that meant. I knew what that meant. Don't let me have to get after you. I knew what that meant. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Yay! I knew what that meant. I knew what that meant. At the time, it felt like a threat. It probably was, right? However, what I realized in my more mature years is they were not trying to threaten me. They were telling me that a legacy of excellence is not to be taken lightly. It's not to be destroyed. You don't play with that because somebody gave their lives. Somebody gave their lives. Somebody gave their lives for you to have it. Listen, I could go into the general store back home and I could say, I need a soda pop, right? I could say, hey, Janice, I see you. Hey, Victoria. Hey, Tafiki. I could say, I need a bologna, a pound of bologna. I could get some crackers. And I could tell the woman working in that store, right? I could say, ma'am, I don't have any money today. Put it on my grandmother's account, put it on my father's account, right? And she would say, no problem. No problem. She'd say, no problem. No problem. But the reason it was no problem is because my folks had been so excellent in repayment that woman never wondered about the integrity of the black people from whom I had come. Come on now. Come on now. Robert Washington, that's right. Come on now. Yes, Blackwell in the house. Tracy, hey, y'all understand what I'm saying? That's a deep thing. And this is something, there are lots of things we should get rid of, sure, in our history. But there are some things we should keep, and this is one of them. Teach a child that who you are is not just you. Hey! Who you are is a whole people. It's a whole people. One of the greatest black women on the planet. Umi Kariamu, Dr. Maisha Handy. What's going on, my sister? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? My road dog. Yes. Karen Criswell. How are you? Come on. See, we come from people who, if they said a thing, if they said it, it was so. We now understood that the ancient Africans call it ashe, right? But stay with me now. Country black people did ashe too, but they didn't call it, they didn't use the word ashe. What they would tell you is things like, didn't I say it? Ha ha ha! That means it was so. Then so be it. If I told you I'm going to bring you the money Friday, it may be a storm, but I'll be wet at your door knocking because I'm going to bring you your money because I told you I would, right? Stay with me. Stay with me. This is important. The importance of understanding who you are and who you come from and the people you come from. And the price they paid, and if you will, the price they paved in order that you could walk a smoother road. God Almighty help me. God Almighty help me. See, if a young person is very wise, what you do is connect yourself to elders, and you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. You can get in any place. All you have to do is speak the name of the one who's come before you. Hey! Listen, I was reading the story of Elijah and Elisha the other night, right? Some of y'all know this, right? In the Bible, Elijah was a prophet, right? Had this young cat, Elijah. He was mentoring, etc. And Elijah, the young dude, would go places and he would say, in the name of Elijah, before he did anything or before he spoke. Mother Mitty, yes. He would say, in the name of Elijah. In other words, he would open his way. His elders' names, his elders' efforts opened the way for him. And he could walk and he could move because of the ground his elders had cleared. Ooh, listen. Oh my God, my God, my God. If some of y'all get this, right? And this ain't the lesson. This is the pre-lesson, right? This is the pre-lesson. But it's all over my spirit now because we're talking about knowledge and how the ancestors and even those who could not read, right? Even those who could not read believed in preparing a way so that we could, right? Oh my God, help me tonight, oh God. Help me tonight, oh God. Help me this evening, oh God. What's going on, Malone? I love you. Sue, what's going on? Sue, one of my great friends and classmates. Baby, we did a lot of studying and a lot of walking and talking back home in Arkansas. She saved my life on so many occasions. I love you dearly. I love you dearly. I love you dearly. I'm just shouting this out. My God. Y'all, remember who prepared the way for you. Remember who prepared the way for you. Some of them were hard on us. They were hard on us. In many instances, they were hard on us, but they were hard on us because somebody was seeking their destruction. Hey, and in seeking their destruction, what's going on, Brother Chanberry? One of my dearest brothers. Love you, man. Anthony Corbett, I love you. Somebody was seeking their destruction. And our ancestors and our elders knew that if they were seeking their destruction, they were seeking yours. They were seeking yours. They were seeking yours. Back home in Arkansas, in the country, my folks told us things like, when you go up and down the road with other kids, you don't go into other people's houses. You stay outside. If you want to drink of water, you go around to that spigot. Ha ha! Y'all don't know about that spigot. You go around to that spigot and turn that on and get you a drink of water if you need a drink of water. You don't have any business in those folks' houses. You don't have any business in other people's houses. You don't have your business. They said, listen, if other folks are cooking and if they're eating and if they offer you food, you say no, thank you. Somebody's going to get this in just 1 minute. Akachi, I see you. I love you. Red Summer, I see you. They said, you say no, thank you. I hated that. Listen, because I would go to people's houses, right? They be cooking fried pies and pound cakes and frying chicken, the stuff I loved. And I would have to say no, thank you, although I'd be so hungry. But if you sat down and ate, you were in trouble. But it took me getting grown to figure it out. Ooh. You know why they said you don't sit down at that table and eat? Because you didn't work at that house. You didn't till the soil at that house. Oh, God, help me. Huh? You didn't cut the lawn at that house. Come on, somebody. You didn't sweep that floor. In other words, you didn't earn your keep there. You're out of reciprocity. You don't have any business partaking in that place where you have not given. You eat when you get home. Why? Because you earned your plate. I'm really about to run in here. Seriously. No, really serious. I'm about to run in here. My father used to say you earned your plate. What does that mean? Nobody gave you anything. What does that mean? Then you don't owe. You don't owe. Nobody can turn around and say they fed you, right? Because you were starving, and later on call you, if you will, to task because you owe them a meal. No. You go where you have planted. Black people. You go where you don't have to apologize for a second helping. Huh? Am I talking? You go to that place and it's called home. You go to that place, right, that governs your spirit. You go to that place where you don't have to apologize for getting your needs met. Ooh, God. Akinyele Olakunde. Listen. Akinyele Olakunde, one of the greatest, one of the most consistent human beings I have ever met on the planet Earth. Follow that man. Woo, my God. Listen, earn your plate. Teach children that. Earn your plate. Not just get up and sit at the table and no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That thing is so good to me. That thing is all over me right now. Earn your plate. Right? That's so important. That's so very, 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 very important. And it's important to teach a child that because it makes a child honor home, not take it for granted. It makes a child honor home. Right, my God. Y'all got me wound up and it ain't even time. What in the world am I going to do in the next hour? Listen, somebody's about to have to lay me out. Lutalo, I see you. Woo, my God. And yes, Umi K, that's right. It also kept you from being spoiled by just going anywhere and getting anything you wanted. No, you didn't do that. Absolutely not. You didn't do that. No. In the summertime, we would be off from school, and back home in the summer, this was in the 70s, kids would come from all over the country. St. Paul, Minnesota, Chicago, Kansas City, because their parents, were from the South. And so kids would come during the summer and we'd have so much fun. Oh my God. It would be so much fun. We would just have fun constantly, right? But all of us worked, including them. That's right. Including them. My friends would arrive. Sometimes they would arrive in the morning. They'd get out the cars. They take their suitcases inside. Their uncles, grandfathers, whomever would tell them, get in your play clothes. Now, if somebody really understands this, we're going to shout. There used to be a difference between play clothes and school clothes. There used to be a difference. Huh? And if you played in them school clothes, the whipping you was about to get was going to blow your mind. Ooh, God. But they would tell them, listen, go, get out of your good clothes, put your work clothes on. And in 20, 30 minutes, we're in the field, all of us together. Yes, they were there, and yes, we had fun. We did. We played in the evenings, absolutely we did. And we worked during the day. The kids did not come down, right, for a vacation and do nothing. Absolutely, positively not. And I remember some of them would be crying. They'd have chiggers all over them at night. They'd have ticks on them. And the elders would say, listen, get you some Camphor-Phenique. Get you some castor oil. Get you some alcohol, right? We'll handle that. Get you a bath. Go to bed. And then we get up in the morning and we do it again. Yes. Come on, Njamile. Absolutely. That's right. That's absolutely right. And then in the evening after we've done our work, we could play, and we did. But they taught some valuable things about how you honor yourself, how you honor home, how you don't let people lay around, how you don't let children just lie around in your house as if they're in a hotel. Come on, Obata Kufanya, come on. No. Because if you do that, them lay around like they're in a hotel. When they get grown, you will be unable to put them out. Unable to put them out. And then you will have a dependent on your hand the rest of your life. In other words, somebody say with me, your seed will not have germinated. In other words, you will have no human harvest. God Almighty, somebody help me. If somebody would just help me, you'll have no harvest. And all that work for all that lifetime and no harvest? Oh my God. No. Woo! No, it's going to be a harvest because people work too hard for there not to be. Right? And so that's really what I'm saying. I'm talking about, yes, that calamine lotion. They don't know nothing about that. Absolutely. You drink well water. You get thirsty. You put that bucket down in that well and you draw it up and you get you some water. Joyce White, come on. People are like, oh, I don't drink tap water. Listen. Okay. All right. I'm not saying everything was right in the country. What I am saying is that there was some knowledge those ancestors taught us. They were really African. Stay with me. They were African a generation or two removed. Drew Brown. Come on, Rodney Good. You know what I'm talking about. Come on. And they meant to have an inheritance. They meant to have an inheritance. Why? Because that was all they had. They had no materiality. What they knew was that their inheritance was in the flesh. If we didn't do well, it would suggest that they had never come. And who's going to work 50 years, 60 years, 70 years as if they never came? Come on, Duye, I love you. Absolutely. Come on. No, sir. No, ma'am. You got to uphold this legacy. Woo! Listen, it's almost 6:30 now. I done already talked. Listen, but this is just a pre-lesson. All of y'all who are on here, I don't know what it is you needed. I don't know why you got on here early. I don't know why I started early. I don't know why. I was just set up, and here I am. But you know, spirit is deep though. Spirit is deep. Spirit will get a woman. Spirit will get a man what you need if you just are in the right place at the right time. If you seeking it. Yay! Come on, Ashanti Taylor. Right? Spirit will get you precisely what you need. Right? So in essence, what I'm really saying, and I'm going to close out this pre-lesson, what I'm really saying is our ancestors knew. They knew that you train up a child in the way he or she should go, not the way they want to go. Now, let me be very clear. I did not like it as a child. I did not like it. I thought elders were harsh. I thought they could be rude. I thought they were crude at times. I thought they were unfeeling. I thought they were unemotional. And some of that probably was true. I did not like it at the time. But I want to look into this camera and tell every living human being something that I will say until my dying and ancestral days. Some of what I hated saved me. Listen, you can hate a thing as it is transforming you. You can hate a thing as it is transforming you. Yes, Sean Christian. Listen, your desire in it is not the marker as to whether or not it's doing you well. Whether you like it or not is not the determination, is not the determining factor as to whether or not it's doing you well. Because our desires are not reliable in terms of what will transform us. Our desires are reliable in terms of what we prefer. Whew. David Malbranch, what's going on? My God. Whew. Stay with me, oh God. My God. Yes, yes, yes. Jump on in, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Jump on in. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, my God, my God, my God, my God. Yes, the great, the wonderful, Mr. William DuBose. Yes, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, Ching, how you doing? Listen, 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 listen. You can love a thing. You can hate a thing as it is absolutely doing. In fact, you can hate a thing and it be God's self. Listen, those lessons those old folks were trying to tell you, they were trying to say, don't follow out your own desires if you want excellence. Don't follow your own desires if you want excellence. Your own desires alone will not get you to excellence. Your desires will get you to what you want. But most of us have lived long enough to know that there's some stuff I wanted that literally almost killed me. But not only did I want it, begged for it and prayed for it. Come on, somebody. Can I get a witness? Begged for it and wanted it so bad that I thought God agreed with me. And it was my very destruction. Oh my God. Oh my God. You got to be more mature than what you feel. Feelings are critically important, and it's very important for us to honor our feelings. But you have to be more mature than what you feel. Right? So what I'm saying is these old folks who were telling us these things, right? Eat at home. Get up and make up your bed. Don't leave that dish on the table. Put that dish in the sink. What they were telling you is earn your space on the planet. Earn your space on the planet. Why? So that you owe no one no thing. Live debt-free. And the way you live debt-free is own your space. Don't let anybody tell you that they gave you something so now they can hang it over your head. No, no, no. No, no. Absolutely not. No, no, no. You become the author of your being, of your place. My father used to tell me all the time, if you spend the night with somebody, make it one night. Why? Because after two, you owe. Ooh. You owe. You owe. Daddy used to say, you soaking up air, you flushing commodes, You're using toilet paper. Somebody got to keep you warm. Somebody's obligated to feeding you. You owe. You owe. Y'all, this is so critically important for us because once we understand this, right, this is what it means to be an independent people. This is what it means to build an independent institution, right? This is what it means. This is exactly what it means. This is what it means, right? And we have to understand the beauty of that. Woo! Some of y'all gonna have to forgive me. You have to go back to 6 o'clock and watch the beginning of this. Baby, we done had a pre-lesson. Listen. Woo! Listen. Khalif Lewis, what's going on, my nephew? How you doing, man? Kelly, one of the greatest teachers on this planet. Yes. Kelly Smith, my co-parent. Absolutely. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank you. Oh, God, tonight. Oh, my God. Young, gifted, and black. Oh, my God. The beauty of knowledge. And y'all, knowledge comes in many places. It comes in many places. I'm going to tell you a quick story, and then we're going to officially get started. When I was a kid, I played the piano, right? I started playing the piano when I was about 4 years old. And when I became maybe 7, 8, I guess, our church needed an official musician. So my father told the deacons, listen, my boy can play now. By this point, I know how to sight read pretty well, and and I'm picking up a little ear. Again, I'm 7 or 8. I'm sitting on telephone books. That's right. They put telephone books on the piano bench and sent me and pushed me up to the piano. Right, I was very small. Right, but I could play pretty well. So I was playing for the church, and the deacons said that they were going to give me $50. They were going to give me $50 a week to play for the church. I will never forget it. They brought that $50 the first Sunday I played in an envelope. And they began to hand that $50 towards me. And my father intercepted it. My father intercepted the $50. And I'm staring at him like, what's the problem? That's my money, man. What you doing? And my father said a deep thing. He said, you don't pay a man for a gift in his own house. That's gonna save somebody this whole week. I said, what? Come on, Abnet. You don't pay a man for a gift in his own house. My God, today. My God, today. Why would you pay somebody for bringing the gift to the community they were sent to? Ooh, Harold. Now, when I tell you I was mad at that man, because that was my money, right? You playing my coins, right? But Daddy was saying a deep thing. He was saying some stuff is not for sale in some places. You don't sell everything. You don't commodify everything. Hey, not everything. And certainly not to your own people. Why? Because somebody's paying you to play the piano. Or for getting on her knees, your name. I'm going to have to, listen, okay, I'm done. You didn't pay for these people to pray for you. My God. Okay, good evening, y'all. Good evening. Wow. My God. Thank y'all. You're so wonderful. You're so wonderful. On this evening, what I want to do, I want to pour a quick libation. We're talking about knowledge, right? And the power of knowledge. For a minute, I just want to pour a libation to great black books. Yes, to great black books. Some books that have absolutely kept us. Some books that many of you have already read. And we're really just saying ashe to the authors. And we're really saying ashe to those who spent the time and who took the time, right, to write these books that we might have something to read, right? So to great black books. I know why the caged bird sings. Yes, Maya Angelou. Ashe, yes. The Bluest Eye. Toni Morrison. Yes. Go tell it on the mountain. Woo! James, 2,000 seasons. Aique Arma. Yes. Their eyes were watching God. Zora Neale Hurston. Sing, unburied, sing. Jasmine Ward. Kindred, Octavia Butler. The Souls of Black Folks, W.E.B. Du Bois. Yes. Native Son, Richard Wright. A lesson, Sister Outsider, Audre Lorde. Ashe. The Coldest Winter Ever, Sister Soldier. Yes. The Sellout, Paul Beatty. Yes. Sisters in the Wilderness. Come on. Dolores Williams. Yes. White Women's Christ, Black Women's Jesus. Come on, y'all. Jacqueline Grant. Yes. Sexuality and the Black Church, Kelly Brown Douglas. And so many other books. I'm going to do books for a while every week, right? Just to shout out those who paid the price to put something on paper as a legacy for those of us who would be reading and doing a scholarship, right? So that we could learn and teach and grow and know, right? And discern and evaluate and synthesize for knowledge, for knowledge, for knowledge, for knowledge, for knowledge, for the power of knowledge, for the price of knowledge. Ooh, Ashe. Ooh-wee. Melanie Robinson, my cousin in KC. I love you, girl. Wow. Wow. The price of knowledge. Yes, y'all. Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. Great Black books, right? And everybody has their own favorites, of course. And every week, I'm going to share a few, right? Just to shout out those like Frederick Douglass and others who literally were writing under the moonlight. My God. Woo, let me keep going. Y'all, I did a really amazing thing this week, and that is I sent out an announcement asking people around the country that if you might, in fact, be willing to send me a proverb. Last week, I did original proverbs. So this week, I wanted to do original proverbs by others around the country. So I just asked in general if anyone might be willing to send me a proverb so I can share it this week. And boy, did I get proverbs. Oh my gosh. Woo! Did I get proverbs? I got proverbs, right? And so I want to go through them rather quickly, right? But I want to shout out also the people who gave them to us, right? So if you hear a proverb, as we always do, if you hear a proverb you really, really, really like, just shout out and say, that's mine. But none of these are mine this week. All of these come from around the country, and I'm going to tell you where they come from, right? So this is absolutely an amazing, amazing time, and it's an amazing, amazing, amazing moment because we get to share knowledge from people all around, right? All around the world, right? But we also get to grow, right? From each other's wisdom, right? So here we go. First proverb. Spiritual growth happens when you recognize your own faults and shortcomings before speaking those of others. Wow. Spiritual growth happens when you recognize your own faults and shortcomings before speaking those of others. That's a good one. That's from Madam Rose Normand, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, Mama Normand. Yes, yes. The next one. If you keep stubbing your toe, adjust your stride. Baby, that thing is good. If you keep stubbing your toe, adjust your stride. Come on, Ire Ife Oluwa, Dr. Lisa Maxine Allen at the ITC, Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, yes, yes. This is a good one. This is a good one. This one made me laugh. Grown people buy their own draws. Come on. Grown people buy their own draws. I love that. That's from a gentleman in Chicago named Mr. Howard Stephen Hendricks. Yes, I love that. I love that. Next one. Those who do not lift a finger shouldn't point one either. Nah, I'm telling you, I love that. Those who do not lift a finger shouldn't point one either. Yes, that's by a brilliant young man that we call a Bikanile. Bikanile Yishianzo right here in Atlanta. Yes. Here's another. Don't give a good cup of milk and then knock it over. Wow. Don't give a good cup of milk, then knock it over. That's a beautiful one. From a very wonderful young lady in Washington, D.C. named Lady Renee. Lady Renee in Washington, D.C. Some of you will know this is the mother of the great, wonderful Madam Ndaye Isoke. Okay, here's another. Nervousness often comes from lack of preparation. Ooh. Nervousness often comes from lack of preparation. That's real good. That's real good. Come on, Obata Kufanyatana. Yes. Atlanta, Georgia. Yes. Here's another one. Black people are like precious stones. Heat and pressure has caused us to shine like diamonds. John Savage, the great, the wonderful Mr. John Savage out of Washington, D.C. Yes. Yes. Oh, here's a good one. If you're not practicing creating value out of every moment, what are you practicing for? Ooh, that thing is so good. Mr. Wayne Shorter. That's right, the great jazz saxophonist. Absolutely, Mr. Wayne Shorter. Great, wonderful elder, Mr. Wayne Shorter. We appreciate you sending that proverb in. My God, I'm so moved. That's amazing. Wow. Next one. Every step is a step. Ooh, powerful. Kevin Anderson, Houston, Texas. Yes, yes, yes. Here's another. The calm of the river's surface belies the strength of its undercurrent. Ooh. The calm of a river's surface belies the strength of its undercurrent. Come on, Miss Joyce White. Joyce White, yes. Miss Joyce White of Savannah, Georgia. Yes, 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 yes. All right, here's the next one. Changing your impression of a person may be easier than changing them. Changing your impression of a person may be easier than changing them. Come on, Rodney Good. Come on, Rodney Good of West Palm Beach, Florida. Yes, 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 yes. Next one. Sometimes the bird following you is waiting for you to lead. Oh, wow. Sometimes the bird following you is waiting for you to lead. Wow. Sean Christian of Providence, Rhode Island. My God. What? Awesome, 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 awesome. Here's a good one. The murmurs from the community dictate whether or not a leader will lead again. The murmurs from a community dictate whether or not a leader will lead again. Brilliant. Damani Adebayo from Long Island, New York. Yes, sir. Dr. Absolutely. Here's a good one. Here's a good one, too. Find yourself, and God will follow you. Come on. Find yourself, and God will follow you. That thing blesses me. Hondo, Mr. Brandon Curitin of Atlanta, Georgia. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. My God. These things are killing me. Next one. Don't let anyone who's committed to being a fool waste your time. Don't let anyone who's committed to being a fool waste your time. That is so good. That is so good. Gladys Watson of New York City. Gladys Watson of New York City. Yes, here's a good one. If a man constantly doubts himself, he will never find happiness. If a man constantly doubts himself, he will never find happiness. My God. The great, the wonderful, Dr. Nathaniel Normand. Come on, Baba Normand of Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a good one. That's a good one. Yes, these are all great. Here's the next one. Seldom are desperate hearts prepared for what they ask God for. Seldom are desperate hearts prepared for what they ask God for. Woo! That's so good. Sister Obanali. Yes, Obanali. Just had a beautiful, beautiful baby girl named Journey. Journey, right? Yes, Obanali, Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, yes, yes. These are awesome. Y'all are beautiful. All right? We're going to keep going. The next one. Don't look up for the universe. Look within. Don't look up for the universe. Look within. Akachi Mokoroto. Yes, Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, 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 yes. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right? Check this one out. The fool critiques the bark of the oak tree when he doesn't make trees. Ha ha! The fool critiques the bark of the oak tree when he doesn't make trees. Brilliant. Kaya Kufanya Tana. Come on, Blake Crosby. Yes, 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 yes. Brilliant, brilliant. Here's the next one. Wow, these are awesome. Earn your keep and everyone eats. Earn your keep and everyone eats. Yes. Joe Stew. Yes. Baba Muganza of Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Here's another good one. Do not seek to satisfy your lower self. Do not seek to satisfy your lower self. That's beautiful. Natasha Edwards, Brooklyn, New York. Yes, Natasha Edwards, Brooklyn, New York. Yes, here's a great one by the wonderful, the great talented Mr. Olamide, Mr. Mel Chris. Don't let your raggedy be your noose. Don't let your raggedy be your noose. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh. My God. Yes. Here's another one. Oh, but you have been fed, says the lesson. Oh, but you have been fed, says the lesson. That thing kills me. That kills me. Wigasi. Come on, Wigasi. Wigasi. That's magnificent. That's beautiful. Wow. Here's another. When a friend is honest, the community is healed. When a friend is honest, the community is healed. Magnificent. Dr. Maisha Handy, Dr. Umi Kariamu, pastor of the Rise Community Church in Atlanta. Magnificent. Awesome, 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 awesome. This is a fantastic one by the one and the only Lepsia, Miss Karen Hunt. It says, if you were content with your reality, you wouldn't chase fantasy. If you were content with your reality, you wouldn't chase fantasy. My God. My God. So good. So good. So good. Yes, Lepsia, Atlanta, Georgia. Here's another one. Fake friends are like fake flowers. Ain't neither one of them real. Baby, that thing blesses me. Joan Littleton, Denver, Colorado. Come on, Joan. Yes, yes. We love that. Fake friends are like fake flowers. Golly. Never real, never real. Wow. This is a good one. When you think you are always right, your pride has made a fool of you. When you think you are always right, your pride has made a fool of you. So good. Anuli Makorito. Yes, Anuli, Atlanta, Georgia. Awesome, awesome. This is a great one. As one matures, hindsight becomes foresight. As one matures, hindsight becomes foresight. Hindsight becomes foresight. That thing is so good. Anela Ekundayo. Yes, Elder Anela, thank you. Yolanda Smith, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Awesome, awesome, awesome. This one right here is going to kill you. Dear perfectionist, don't spend your whole life preparing, planning, working on, but never doing. Dear perfectionist, don't spend your whole life preparing, planning, working on, but never doing. You know who that is? One of the greatest musicians on this planet. Sister CC. Yes, CC! From Atlanta, Georgia. CC. Awesome. That was beautiful. Wow. Here's one from the great, the wonderful Madame Abnett. Releasing the thing leading you to death opens the door to the thing that will lead you to life. Yes, yes, yes. That was good. That's really good. That's really good. Yes, here's a good one. It's harder to reach your destiny if you keep constructing roadblocks. People are writing these proverbs. I love this. It's harder to reach your destiny if you keep constructing roadblocks. Sabisa. Yes, come on, Sabisa. From Philly. Yes, yes, yes. The wonderful Sabisa. Umi Nazapa said this proverb. None are more enslaved than those who fight for their preferences. None are more enslaved than those who fight for their preferences. Wow. Umi Zap. God, you got to kill us like that? Woo. Whew. Okay, another. Don't mistake passivity as humility. Yes, sir. Don't mistake passivity as humility. Yes. Ubongo. Yes, yes. Elder Ubongo, New York City. Come on. Yes, sir. Mr. Kofi. Here's another. Do not be more invested in the result than in the process. Do not be more invested in the result than in the process. Wow. Wow. Zolewa. Yes, Zolewa. Elder Zolewa. New York City. Yes. Come on, represent New York. Here's a great one. Let your faith be rooted in reverence, not preference. Let your faith be rooted in reverence, not preference. My God. Baba Ghazali. What? Dumi Ediye. My God. New York City. Beautiful proverb. Beautiful proverb. Here's another. To truly love is to come home to your own soul. To truly love is to come home to your own soul. Wow. Y'all, that's from the one and the only Liz Wright. That's right. The great singer. That's right. The great vocalist herself, Liz Wright. Sister Seraphine from Chicago. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for that. Next one. The onion may evoke tears, but it also nourishes beyond measure. Woo. The onion may evoke tears, but it also nourishes beyond measure. Wow. Ade Dogbo. You might cry about it, but it doesn't mean it ain't good for you. Woo! And in fact, you might cry about it and end up loving it later. That's good, Adi Dogbo. That's good. That's good. The next one. The world conspires to make us small. The world conspires to make us small. Will you be complicit? The world conspires to make us small. Will you be complicit? My God, my God. Brilliant. Dr. Eddie Glaude. Yes, Dr. Eddie Glaude, Princeton University. Dr. Eddie Glaude. Thank you so much, Dr. Glaude. Appreciate that, right? He's got a new book coming out on Baldwin. In fact, I think it's out now, right? Support him certainly if you can, right? I'll save other proverbs for next week. But my God, these are just amazing. Just amazing. Do y'all see the brilliance just coming from the north, south, the east, and the west? All over the country. All over the country. My God. My God, my God, my God, my God. Listen, whoo, that almost took me out. My God. Wow. And I just love that they came from everywhere and from everyone. Wow. Someone's writing right now that I should put together a book of these quotes. That might not be a bad idea. My God. So good, so good, so good. So y'all listen, the lesson for this week is get your lesson. Get your lesson. Ooh. Get your lesson. Now listen, when I was a kid in the country, I would come home and I'd usually have my books in my satchel and all that. And the first thing my grandparents sometimes would ask is, did you get your lesson? Or sometimes it'd be in the evening, right? We'd be watching TV or whatever, and Daddy would come in the room and say, hey, y'all done got y'all lesson. And on one hand, somebody's going to get this. Somebody's going to get this. I've done my homework. I'd say, Daddy, I've done my homework. He said, yeah, but did you get your lesson? Listen, I didn't get it. I didn't get it, y'all, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it. Get your lesson. And sometimes he'd say, did you get your lesson out? And I kept trying to figure out, what in the world does he mean? Because I've done my homework. My grades are good, right? Did you get your lesson? Ooh. Them elders was talking. But what were they really asking? Ire Ife Oluwa, what were they really asking? Listen to me very carefully. I said this a few days ago in this chat with Mama E.T. Hart, but I'm going to say this one more time. Everybody listen to me. You know what these elders were saying? Your homework is what the teacher wanted you to know. Your lesson is what you were seeking. Because if you ain't seeking nothing, you're not at school. Woo! God, listen, y'all got to just let me have my own minute. If you ain't seeking nothing, you're not learning nothing. You're absorbing what someone else wants you to know. Huh? Get your lesson. But your lesson means there's got to be a yearning in your own soul for something. What is it you want? What is it you desire to know? Come on, Ikaruka. What is it that's burning in your spirit? If you don't have a burning in your spirit, sit down. And this is what messes up so many people, because we don't yet have a burning desire for nothing. We just wait on whatever somebody wants to tell me. So many of us, listen, teacher, tell me what's on the test. What's on the test so I can get that back to you? That's not the learning process. What's your lesson? What's your lesson? The other thing they were telling you is, if you are alive and if you're using God's breath, there's a lesson God's trying to teach you. God is the consummate professor. God is teaching you constantly. Every time God gives you a breath, God is trying to teach you something. What is the lesson in anything you do, in everything you do? What is your lesson? What is it that you're learning about yourself? Not what is it you learning about the other? Listen, I have been here. When you read a book, your job is not to tell me back what the book is about. It's to tell me what the book said to you about you. If somebody cusses you out and you cuss them out, what's your lesson? If you're not careful, you think your lesson is that somebody cussed you out. Nope. That's not your lesson. That's their lesson. Hey, you know what your lesson is? Your lesson now is that you can be just as ugly as they were. What is the experience telling you about you? God is always talking to you about you. Ooh, God. You run out of gas on the side of the road. What's your lesson? What's your lesson? What is your lesson? A, dang, I should have stopped yesterday when I saw this car was already on E. B, I spent my gas money on something that doesn't really even matter. Dang, here I'm on the side of the road now. Stay with me. Stay with me. If we're not very careful, we very often give the authorship of our lesson to other people. And it's not to other people. That's not your lesson. Your lesson is always something about you. Why? Because God has given each of us enough agency for all of our lives to be excellent if we would learn our lessons. All of our lives are different, and all of them can be equally excellent and equally joyful and equally wonderful if you'll get your own lesson. Get your lesson. One night, Daddy had told me to close the fence because he had fed the cows, but he hadn't closed the fence. He asked me to go outside and close the fence behind him, right? I was doing different things, whatever, and so I did not close the fence. I didn't close the fence. Well, come that morning, very early that morning, a man down the road came and said, Harold, your cows done got out. Your cows way down the road, right? So Daddy came to me and said, hey, did you close the gate? And I said, oh my God, I forgot to close the gate. He said, well, ain't no problem. Just put on your brograms and go down there and get the cows. Here's the problem. School was going to start in a minute. Daddy said, no, go get them cows. I said, Daddy, but I'm going to be late for school. He said, you might be. Go and get them cows. Why? That was yesterday's lesson. Somebody, it's fine. It's going to take about 5 people to really get this. You can't skip yesterday's lesson because you're in today. Yesterday's lesson is going to follow you into this next sunrise. Come on, black people. Huh? Daddy said, go get them cows. So I went and got the cows. They was a mile away, it seemed like to me, right? Went and got the cows, chased them back home. By the time I get back, I'm muddy, I'm dirty, stay with me, and the bus has gone. And you know what Daddy told me? Hurry up and wash up and get to the schoolhouse. I said, Daddy, hurry up and wash up and get to the schoolhouse. Which I did, cussing him out in my head, cussing him out. Why? Because if you're not careful, you done missed yesterday's lesson, and you're about to miss today's lesson too, trying to reach back and go. You got to do yesterday's lesson, and then you got to catch up with today's lesson. Wash up, and get to that schoolhouse. Now we're going to talk about that schoolhouse later. Y'all don't know nothing about the schoolhouse. Get to that schoolhouse. See, there was one time where the schoolhouse and the church house was all the same house, right? They're talking about houses. That's fine. We'll get to that another time. But there was something deep he was saying to me, and that is, just because yesterday's lesson has stressed you out today, you don't get to skip today's lesson. You don't get to skip today's lesson because yesterday's lesson was a little heavy. Change them clothes and get to that schoolhouse, which I did, and I was late. I absolutely was late. I don't remember. I might have missed a quiz or something. And guess what? Now you got to make up that quiz. See, it just starts snowballing. But that's fine. Then study and make up the quiz. See, you got to catch up to your own lesson. Or either you will be perpetually behind in your own life lessons. And at some point you start wondering, why in the world can't I get ahead? Why do I keep working, right? And it just seems like I can just never get ahead. Why? It just seems like I'm just always perpetually behind. Gosh, I'm grinding. It seems like I'm always in a hole because you skipped so many lessons that now the thing you want requires all those lessons. And you got to go get them. You got to go get them. No, the universe will not let you skip them. No. You can grind again, and you may have to grind for a while. Then grind for a while. Listen, if you plant a seed in soil today, it will not sprout because you're starving. Your starvation will not rush that seed. Your lesson was you planted too late. But you can't make the universe be something new for you because you planted late. You got to wait just like, then starve. Because you can't rush the rhythm of other things because you're behind, right? Get your lesson. I'm broke. Why am I broke? If you're looking your life, get your lesson. Dang, I'm broke because I helped out so many people. All I do is just give out money and help other people. Now I ain't got nothing. See, if you're not careful, you're suggesting that the other people are the reason you're broke. They are not. They're not the reason you're broke. Your lesson is you're broke because you were trying to buy adoration. You were trying to buy adoration. That's why you're broke. Stay with me, somebody. You're not broke because you gave the money away. No. You're broke because you tried to buy love and you didn't get it. It's always you. It's always you. See, in agency, it's always you. It's always you. It's always you. And that's what them elders meant when they say, get your lesson. Get the thing that will transform you. Get the knowledge that will change you. Get the understanding that will give you a new notion of you. Gather in that knowledge. Gather in those variables that will show you new levels of the self. With all thy getting, get an understanding of yourself. That's your lesson. That's why on the cross, Jesus said, listen, you didn't take my life. You didn't take my life. I gave it. Why? So, because Jesus can't blame us. No. That's his lesson. You got to get your own lesson. Get it. Get it. Stop being mad about it and get it. Get it. Don't mention other people's names in your struggle. Don't mention other people's names in your struggle. That's your lesson. That's your lesson. I might think I'm unattractive, and stay with me. That's my lesson. It might be that my mama thought I was ugly. That might be true. My daddy never told me I was beautiful. That may be true too. It may be true. Let me be clear. You know, and I get issues of aesthetics and struggle with that in the black community. Okay, I really get it. And today, under agency, that's my lesson is that I have to decide and I have to construct my own beauty if I want it. Because when I get hungry, I don't call other people. I go to my refrigerator for the food I bought. So that's what you got to do. Then you have to go inside for the self-love you constructed. Find it. It's yours. You earned it. Stop waiting for other people to complete your lessons. That's your lesson. Get your lesson. Get your lesson out. In other words, when you start it, finish it. You don't like it, finish it anyway. Finish it anyway. Very few people like anything until we're finished with it. Anything half done is ugly. Anything half done is unattractive. Any food half done, we don't want it. But if you'll let it stay in that oven a little while longer, you might like it. Hey, God. Ooh, if you'll let it stay in there just a little while longer, you just might like it. You just might like it. But you got to get your lesson. Get your lesson. It's always your lesson. There is knowledge, yes, and there's information. But your lesson is what you do with it. How it teaches you about you. About you. There is no life that doesn't have the agency required for its own liberation. Every life has enough agency within itself to construct its own liberation. If you will believe, if you will just be, if you have the faith the size of a mustard seed, anything about yourself, you can transform it if you just will. If you just will. I've struggled with this like anybody else has. But you absolutely must. You must get your own lesson. Get your own lesson. Get your own lesson. Get your own lesson. There's a great, great woman named Noam Tabiko in a place called, you're going to really laugh about this, Cairo, Egypt. She's in Egypt and she watches this session every Friday. She journeyed, Noam Tabiko Isoke, Kamara Koksum, she journeyed years and years and years and years ago with the nation of Nduga and Nzinga, and she's in Egypt. I just wanted to shout her out because she's all the way in Egypt. She's in Egypt and she watches this. Wow. Love you for that, sister. What's going on, good brother Mugo? Love you, man. Listen, finally, I'm going to tell you all this. As you're getting your lesson, the last thing about this, as you're getting your lesson, do not begrudge what it takes in order for you to complete it. Don't begrudge what it takes for you to complete your lesson. Why? Stay with me. Most of us dream far larger than our discipline has. We dream far larger than our discipline ever imagined. What does that mean? That we dreamed a dream that's it would practically take walking to the moon to pull off the grandeur of what you dreamed. But that's fine. Just learn to elevate. See, the problem is not the dream. No. The problem is not the dream. The problem is the clarity of what it's going to take to make it happen. What is it going to take to pull it to pass? What is it going to take to bring that dream to pass? That's the thing that gets us into trouble. There's nothing wrong with your dream. There's not a thing in the world wrong with your dream. But I'm going to tell you, we dream past our discipline. Oh, God. Woo! Get in your discipline. People, get in your discipline and bring your dream to pass. There's a proverb I wrote last week, right, that I didn't use last week, but I read over it this week, and I kind of liked it, and I'm going to share it with you. The pot boils not for hunger, but for the fire beneath it. The pot boils not for hunger. In other words, that pot doesn't boil just because you're hungry. No, your desire won't do it. That pot boils because you put a fire up under it. Now, it'll boil for that reason, and then you can eat. But just because you're hungry, that pot will not boil for that. In other words, your internal desire alone will not bring that dream to pass. You got to put in some sweat equity in order to bring that to pass. You got to put in some sweat equity in order to see the thing you have imagined. And it is worth it. It is worth it. Every dream is worth it. Every dream is worth it. And you may as well do it. Listen, every life is going to be expended. Expend your energy doing the thing, right, that you've dreamed. Get your lesson and don't be mad about it. I love you all. I thank you all. All these books around us, because black people paid a price so we could read. Read, black people. Read. Ashe.